Hey everybody, this is so fun to do. I came up with this on the fly. Wrote this down in a book not that long ago, a couple of minutes. Choosing 30 favorite. Man, I could have chosen so many songs. I could have done maybe 100 songs to be honest. 30 favorite soul and R&B songs from the 1960s. I will be doing 30, well maybe even more than 30 in the 70s. I mean, we're talking, there were a lot of great soul songs in the 70s. But I feel like this is a perfect number, 30, because, well, there's probably more than 30, but okay, this is going to be fun. I'm going to be doing this in order of release date, and I'll maybe sing some of these to you. And I know some of you guys are all going to know this, all these songs. Of course, they were huge. They were, obviously fantastic hits that they play over and over. Let's go and get to it. So we're going to start from 1960 all the way to 1969. So let's start off with 1960. I love this song. Good old Sam Cooke. I love all of Sam Cooke. Well, the hits I like from him. And this one's called Don't Know Much About History. Don't know much about geography. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. I love that song, Wonderful World. It was written by Herb Alpert and Lou Adler and Sam Cooke, I believe. He was a co-writer too as well. I love that song. There'll be plenty more Sam Cooke to go, or plenty more from his. 1961, I chose a couple here. Only two I chose from this year. The old Rodgers and Hart song. Bom 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 bam 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 ding dong blue moon blue 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 moon. I saw you standing alone. I love that. I love that version by the Marcells. I do also love Frank Sinatra's version, which came out, I think, in 1960. Dean Martin's version's good. Everybody covered it. Bob Dylan. His version's not good, but It was a huge hit for them in 1961. They did also another song, too, as well, Summertime, which was the Gershwin hit. They had a version of it as well, and it was a hit as well for them. And I love this song that comes up after. How does that? Do 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 do. Stand by Me by Benny E. King. What a great song. No, I won't. No, I won't. No, I be afraid. I love that song. Man, I love that. 1962, there were several songs I chose from 62. Here's Sam Cooke again called Having a Party. That one's fun. And also Twisting the Night Away. Twisting, twisting. Rod Stewart did a version of it, and that wasn't good. Bring It On Home to Me. The Animals did a version of that. Bring It On Home to Me. Love that. And also like, yeah, that was it. Okay. Mary Wells. Mary Wells was a great female. She was in the Motown, but also Berry Gordy Records, or Gordy Records. I think she was the first to be on Gordy Records, I believe. The first female to be on that. And it's You Beat Me to the Punch. I like that one. And last one for 62, You Really Got a Hold on Me. Really got a hold on me. The Miracles. Love that song. 1963, there were several from this year as well. Our day will come at last for a while. Da, da, da. That's a gorgeous song. Ruby and the Romantics. They had several of other hits, but this was their most notable song. That was a huge hit in 63. Also, I love Another Saturday Night and I Ain't Got Nobody. I love that one as well. Another Sam Cooke song I chose. Here's one I love. I love this song. Barbara Lewis. She had some hits, but I love this one. Hello, stranger. About my baby. Ooh, it's been a very long time. A lovely song by Barbara Lewis. And who doesn't? Oh man, this next one. If you don't like this song, oh my God, there's something. You need to go to a mental institution. I'm only teasing. Oh man, Brian Wilson was very influenced on the song, which made him do Don't Worry Baby." And it's be my baby, my one and only baby. I love that song, the Ronettes. Man, that was a great song. That wall of sound, the string arrangement, Phil Spector. Okay, and then the last one I chose from '63 is "So Much in Love." How does this? I'm trying to remember now. As we stroll along together, now we don't know what to do. So in love, so in love. Oh, you and I, so in love. It's a beautiful song by The Times. Also, they did a version which I didn't choose from. I didn't choose as my favorite, but they did a very nice version of the Johnny Mathis hit that he did in '57 called "Wonderful Wonderful." They did a cover of that. '64. Oh, Mary Wells, here we go again. This was her huge hit. With my guy, my guy. I love My Guy by Mary Wells. Smokey Robinson wrote that. And of course, the next year he'd write the hit that I chose too as well. Here's Dionne Warwick. This came from her first album. I believe so. If you see me walking down the street and I start to cry, walk on by. The great horn, the horn that you hear in the song. I love that song. Of course, a great classic Burt Bacharach song. Also, another one from that album is called "Anyone Who Had a Heart," which was big for her too as well. Great song. I love that song. Also, going to the chapel and it's gonna get married. Going to the chapel and we gonna get married. The Dixie Cups. That's kind of a corny name. I do love that song though. The Chapel of Love. I remember hearing that a lot in New Jersey. They used to have a great oldies station up there. Of course, now they're playing '80s and songs from the now. Okay, 1965. Oh, I love this one. From a one-hit wonder, Fontaine Bass is her name. And she does "Rescue Me, I'll take you in my arms, rescue me." She sounds very much like Aretha Franklin, but this wasn't her only hit. "Rescue me, can't you see that I'm lonely?" And after that, it's the same old song. I love that. The Four Tops. We're got a few Four Tops on here. Has a different meaning since you've been gone. It's the same old song. Also, another one. These are all from Motown. Oh, God. Smokey Robinson. "My Guy" was the answer to "My Girl." Or "My Girl" was the answer to "My Guy." I love, I got sunshine on a cloudy day, and if it's cold outside, I got the Mother May. I love that song. And then last to hear is "Shotgun, Shoot 'em with a Bullet." I love that one. Junior Walker and the All-Stars. I love that one. Okay, 1966. I chose a few from this year. "Sunny, yesterday my life was filled with rain. Sunny was so true, I love you." Bobby Hebb. This was his only hit. I believe so. I believe that was his only hit. And after that is "Reach Out, Reach Out, Reach Out, I'll Be There" by the Four Tops. Another classic from theirs. And then after that, the Supremes. They had an album. The song that came from, or the song that came from the album was an album called The Supremes Sing "Holland Dozer Holland," and it's "You Keep Me Hanging On. No, I know you don't really love me. Ooh, if you don't really love me, just keep me hanging on." And of course, Vanilla Fudge. I don't know, the Vanilla Fudge version a little bit overrated, but I like the Supremes, and Rod Stewart did a version as well. Okay, 1967. Another Four Top song. Man, I got a lot of Four Tops. Is Bernadette. Oh, 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 Bernadette. I love that song. Great song. After that is Reflections. This is when they were billed to Diane Ross and the Supremes. Because, you know, it was the Miracles and it was Smokey Robinson, the Miracles. But I chose, yeah, Reflections. Reflections of the way life used to be. I love that song. Also, Martha and the Vandellas. I love Martha and the Vandellas. Dancing in the Street. What was the other one they did? Heat Wave. There was several ones I was gonna choose from them, but I chose this one though. Jimmy Mac, Jimmy, oh Jimmy Mac, oh you coming back? This was actually a song that they ditched. Motown Records they didn't like it apparently. It was recorded back in the summer of 1964. They completely ignored it, but 4 years after it was released, something like that, right? Or maybe it was like, yeah, 3 or 4 years after it was recorded, they made it a hit in early 67. After that is Jackie Wilson. I love Jackie Wilson, and he does Your Love Keeps Lifting Me Higher. Also, Rita Coolidge did a version of it in 77, but this version has always been one of my favorites. Nobody can ever cover it, and I think Jackie Wilson makes it his. I love it. Okay, then we got 3 more. I only got one from 1968. There were some that I like from 68, but this one's my favorite right here. Watching the tide, or just sitting on the dock of a bay, watching the tide roll away. I love that. Sitting on the Dock of the Bay by Otis Redding. Another one I also almost chose on here as well was La 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 Means I Love You by the Delphonics. I almost chose that song. I know, I'm sorry. Okay, then 1969, the last two here, is I with Everyday People. Sly and the Family Stone. Oh man, I could have chosen a lot from theirs. That's my favorite from theirs, definitely, is Everyday People. And after that, my last one, covering number 30, is Color Him Father by the Winstons. I love that song. Color him father, color him love. Okay, so the next one I'll be doing will be probably more than 30 for the 70s. Yeah, so we make it a favorite list of soul and R&B hits from the 70s. Okay, folks? Take care. Bye-bye.